Samuel.
Pitch, we'll get to the starting 11 shortly. Nathan Teller there, signing an autograph or two. He's on the Nigerian bench tonight as his fellow subs make their way out. Isaac Saviour there on his first senior call-up, and then the legend that is Ahmed Musa there. 110 caps and still going strong, the Nigerian captain. Here they come, Nigeria and Ghana. The Super Eagles taking on the Black Stars. Last night the Reggae Boys edged a cracking semi-final against the Soccer Warriors. Jamaica beating Trinidad and Tobago. But these two nations here playing to be in the final on this pitch on Saturday evening. Very much each other's main rival. Scored by Victor Osimhen. He's one of a few headline absentees here, but a real chance for others to shine. Here we go, and we hope for entertainment between Nigeria and Ghana on the same level as last night's opening Unity Cup match. Jamaica 2 goals up against Trinidad and Tobago, pegged back to 2-2, and then victorious by a late penalty, 4 minutes into stoppage time. Usually, you'd think that might be a pretty tough act to follow, but let's see, these two are pretty fierce rivals. Might not be all that much unity out there tonight. 90 minutes stoppage time and a penalty shootout if required. Desset immediately looking at the run in behind, the big Nigerian number 9 in for a rare start tonight. They're missing a couple of forward options, so he's got a chance to add to his international goal tally. Forward into Opoku, his attempted layoff didn't quite work for Barbonsu, the new debutant, and suddenly there is room here. Advantage played by referee Stuart Atwell. Desset in the middle was the target, but it is cut out by the 19-year-old debutant Aaron Essel. Alimi released down the left, and even with his keeper diving at his feet, Essel couldn't be certain. Good decision from the teenage debutant. They've taken it quickly of Nigeria. Just in the nick of time, it comes back here to Sadiq Ismaila and Nwabali in the Nigerian goal here. Stanley Nwabali, who plays in South Africa, 20th cap for him tonight. Semi Ajayi back in the fold. Most experienced of their defenders in this lineup, Semi Ajayi for sure. Good job he's back in the fold, given the inexperience of those around him. Here's Wilfred Ndidi. 63rd cap for the Super Eagles skipper tonight. Gideon Mensah playing it cool. Calmly back into the debutant Igo Ugbu. Nice for him to have Semi Ajayi playing next to him. Hence the high turnover, that and the high energy. Absolutely rattling at it here, and Ismaila has won it really well. In front of the Super Eagles and into of the Super Eagles fans. Didn't he take it well? And a huge pat on the back for Sadiq Ismaila. Brilliant from the right back to make it happen. Nigeria 1, Ghana 0. Early hurly-burly at the G-Tech, and we've got a goal already. His team are behind. Dessert, the Nigerian hero. Just look at Sadiq Ismaila here, coming in to win it. One thought in his mind: get down there, get a yard of space. The slip from Razak Simpson is costly, and Dessert took advantage. Great work from Ismaila, and a very composed finish. Cyril Dessert, who scored against Ghana last year for his second Nigerian goal, has done it again here for his third. I don't think you'd say either goalkeeper's had any notable involvement yet, but Benjamin Asari's had to fish the ball out of his net. And here they come again, 3-on-3. The Nigerian Danny Alves, I saw somebody call him. Well, that was a bombing run in a similar fashion. Eric Shell played international football for Mali. Mamoudou did well, important toe in. And that is absolutely brilliant there from Ashimeru. And he's still going. Was the ball won? Yes, it was. Stuart Atwell had a great view of it. It's a super run from Ashimeru. Hugo Ogbu, Slavia Prague, regular for them. Played in European competition this term. Were very unlucky actually not to play in the Champions League. They lost a playoff and should have won it against Lille, who went on to do so well. That's a blatant foul. Chukwueze. Cynical challenge. I'm slightly surprised, given the volume of fouls, that Stuart Atwell hasn't got his card out for that one, just to try and maybe calm things down. Past Essel, that is pretty late. This is the one they wanted the free kick for. That is some challenge coming in there. Ball and man taken, but it was an impressive run from Majid Ashimeru of Anderlecht. What a busy night for Stuart Atwell. This one a far easier call to make. Nigerian free kick. Chukwueze delivers. And he delivers well. Glancing head on in! It's crept all the way in! It's 2-0! Semi Ajayi with the killer touch. And once again, a brilliant ball in from the right. The Nigerian fans in dreamland here, not even 20 minutes played in this Unity Cup semi-final as the inquest begin for Ghana. Their inexperienced side has been undone twice here. Ghana need to sort themselves out quickly here. Otto Addo is almost on the pitch trying to get word across, but this is a super... from a good 11 yards out, and it's only a glancing blow, but there's enough on it right at the corner. I think it took a touch of a Ghanaian defender. It might have been Simpson. It was Razak Simpson, who has had a tough start to his sixth cap. Ajayi's header may well have been going on target, to be honest, at the other corner. Whether it goes down as Ajayi's goal or an own goal, what's beyond dispute is that Nigeria have had a cracking start here. And here we go. I did suggest pre-kick-off that there wouldn't be much unity involved in this game. These two countries are proper rivals at the top end of African football, and young Essel is down here. And Otto Addo needs to sort out his team quickly. That foul from Gideon Mensah, a costly one. I'm thinking Stuart Atwell might have been hoping for something a little more friendly tonight. It certainly hasn't gone that way for him. Onyeka and Mensah. Ambrosius, the centre-back, out there on the right wing. A fish out of water. Well, they were asking for cards, and that in itself is a bookable offence. Salis Abdul Samid calling foul of that as Wabali gathers. Don't take your eyes off this one. Onyeka striding forward and riding the challenges. The Brentford player back home in a certain sense. Chukwueze of Milan. Well, we've got their main experienced midfielder Abdul Samid booked, Mahmoudou booked, Essel may be injured, and Gideon Mensah, the most experienced player on the ball here in their back line, treading a very thin line, could have been cautioned already. In danger of really losing their discipline here. Ghana, that's nicely done by Essel, who seems to be okay. Well, they've sent them out there in energetic fashion. There's another loose pass given away cheaply. I thought the lob was on for a minute, and then Daniel went for it, by which time look at these two go. Not quite sure what the pre-match plan was, or what it might have changed to now that it's 2-0 Nigeria, but this is frantic. I'd imagine that was the intention. What a brilliant touch from Dessert into Alimi, and Dessert again, Alimi again. On target, but simple stuff for Asare. Fifth cap for the keeper who plays for Hearts of Oak. Another free kick. Captain on captain. Ayew fell by Ndidi. They keep giving them set pieces. You feel like Ghana will make one of them count eventually. Jordan Ayew certainly getting the practice in. Ayew, far post delivery, really good. And he'll go again from the corner quadrant here as he tries to whip up the Ghanaian fans behind that goal. Good defensive header, that. Leamy back there with it. Anything less solid than that contact could have been an own goal at that end. Same targets for Jordan Ayew here. That's worth a hit. Dessert in the middle, that's way beyond him. The curious thing is, Benjamin Asare has had a very gentle game, apart from one problem of his own making. But the ball's gone past him twice. Easy catches otherwise. Oh dear, once again, almost their worst enemy. Clash of Ambrosius and Asare there, but there was a late challenge Stuart Atwell is having a word with Wilfred and Ndidi. He's saying, I really don't want to be sending players off here. Chukwueze down, having earned that free kick. Here's why. It was effectively a back pass. In fairness, it was fairly won, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure what that was between centre-back and goalkeeper, but a right old mess. Indicative of the game in the best possible way. It's been fairly chaotic and a lot of fun. Not really a game for defences though. Razak Simpson, forward, lovely layoff. Really good that from Opoku. And here is Opoku again. Well defended by Ajayi, bringing some calming presence back there, but Barbonsu was everywhere in a good way, keeping the attack alive for the Black Stars. Chukwueze, oh great feet from the Milan man. Desera couldn't receive that, he'd run offside. Ajayi. Now Ogbu pitching up the centre-back on the right wing. And cross-like one as well. Chunky challenge from Sadiq Ismaila, and the yellow card is coming out for the right-back here. I mean, he may well have got the ball, but I think he half went through the player to get it. And in fairness, Kwame Opoku didn't make that big a meal of it. We have seen some chunky challenges here tonight. I told you this was a pretty fierce rivalry. You can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. Not in 2025, maybe not even in 1975. Sadiq Ismaila, the latest recipient of a yellow card, and to be fair, Stuart Atwell has been a little bit lenient on those. He's going to need a new whistle for the second half. Here's Salis Abdul Samid. That looked like a foul as well. It was. Play on. Ayew. Brilliant challenge from Ndidi. Anyone expecting end of season gentle fare here will be sorely mistaken, but I'm sure you're all pleased with it. What a game. Oh, it could be another freakish goal as Onyeka tried to put in the cross, and it was nearly another own goal and a third for Nigeria. This game is bonkers. What an own goal that would have been from Ambrosius. Onyeka. Unwittingly, he's given away another corner here. Eric Shell. Who's going to replace Frank Onyeka. Interesting to see what his future holds and whether it'll be on this pitch next season for Brentford. Frank Onyeka had to go to Germany for regular football last term, and there Ifeanyi Onyebuchi of Enugu Rangers for his debut. All action, 40 minutes. Ayew does not have the pace to get on the end of that. It's a good job for Nigeria that Ifeanyi did. Annan with the throw. To Abdul Samid and back again. Mensah with the cross. High boot. Jordan Ayew. And the pressure relief for Nigeria as we hit the final 2 minutes of normal. Additional time on top of additional time are we going to get here? That's a lovely pass. And that's worth a hit. Maybe he got a little bit too excited. Mohamed Husseini, he snatched at it early, the debutant. Imagine that for an introduction. As the final whistle goes. Cracking game of football. And Nigeria, who won the very first Unity Cup in 2002, down the road at Loftus Road, will have a chance to lift it again here at the G-Tech on Saturday when they take on Jamaica for the trophy. Wonderful game of football with so many chances at both ends. It was fast and it was frantic and it was thoroughly entertaining. And a huge crowd here at Brentford have thoroughly enjoyed it. But the Nigerian fans are the ones that are celebrating. We've seen experienced players, we've seen a lot of debutants, and we've seen a victory for the Super Eagles, who were 2 goals up through an own goal and a nicely taken opener by Desert. Brandon Thomas Asante halved the deficit with his first goal for Ghana. But it is the Super Eagles who have the wider smiles at full time here. After Desert with the opener.